Hello. So I had a completely different video planned for today, but it is so hot. So I thought, why don't I just share with you the practice I was going to do after I'd filmed this? I was going to film a different thing and then go and cool myself down. And I thought, why don't I just share the cool down practice with you? Because there might be a time when you're too hot and you need to cool down too and get a yoga practice in at the same time. So we are going to use a bit of equipment now. I try very hard not to use equipment in my classes, in these classes, just because I don't know what you have. But I'm pretty sure everyone is going to have one of these. So all it is a flannel that I have run under the cold tap and then squeezed most of the water out of. So you've got this lovely cooling flannel. Is that what you call it? Why do you call it a flannel? Like a little towelette. And you're going to just take it and I want you to just put it on your wrist and just let it cool on your wrist. And you can even just put your hand on your knee. So I'm sitting cross-legged. You don't have to sit cross-legged. I just sit like this because, if I'm honest, it's because it's the easiest way for me to film. So I'm sitting like this because it's the easiest way for me to film. But if you don't like sitting cross-legged, you can do this sitting up. And then you're going to swap wrists. So bring it onto the other wrist. And as you do that, just give yourself the permission to do nothing but this. So if your brain's been telling you that you should do other stuff, or you've got a million and one things ticking around in your brain, just see if you can give yourself a little mini holiday here. And then we're going to take that way and we're going to move, if you've got long hair, you're going to move your long hair out the way. You're just going to bring it onto the back of the neck. Lovely big deep breaths. It's so simple, but it really, really works. And it's the kind of thing that you just wouldn't think to do. Sometimes you need to be reminded that you can do this. I'm going to take it, and this time we're going to unfold it, and you're going to fold it the other way so it's cool again. And then you're just going to place it on your chest. Just put one hand on top of the other and just press that onto the chest. And we're going to do some cooling breath here. So this is called Sitali breath. It's a very ancient pranayama. Some people won't be able to do it because you need to be able to curl your tongue. If you can't curl your tongue, you're just going to stick your tongue out. But if you can curl your tongue, you're going to curl your tongue. You're going to stick it out. And you're going to breathe in through your tongue and you're going to breathe out through the nose. Last one. And then put your tongue back in your mouth. And just enjoy that cool sensation. And then we're going to do legs up the wall. So if you've never done legs up the wall before, it's exactly what it says on the tin. You don't have to do it up a wall. I really like doing this on my sofa. So I like putting my bum up against my sofa and put my legs over my sofa so that my legs are bent. You can do it in bed. So you can put your legs up the headboard. Just however is comfortable. So refold your towel. And we're going to shuffle ourselves and we're going to come into legs up the wall. So the reason why we're doing this is because when it's hot, you might find that your legs, your ankles might all like puff up. So we're just getting the circulation to go the other way. Hello, buddy. It go the other way. So you're just going to bring your legs up the wall. And it's totally fine for you to have a big gap between your bum and the wall. I would rather, though, that the bum was on the floor than it wasn't. So if you feel like your bum's in the air, you might want to pop a brick, not a brick. Well, if you've got a yoga brick, you can put a yoga brick, but a cushion or something under your bum. And then you're going to unfold your thing and you're going to bring it over your eyes. You might even want to just do it in a 4 so it can be over your eyes and your forehead. And just take your hands and just press that in. Taking some big deep breaths here. And then it's up to you what you do with your arms. You can have them out to the side. You might want to have them on the belly. And I want you to have a sensation of enoughness. Everything's a little bit harder in the heat. So we sometimes just have to have a different mode of what we can do and what we expect of ourselves. So give yourself permission to do just as much as you can and no more. And imagine yourself lying in a pool. Maybe it's a pool that you know on holiday. You're floating on a little Lido. You've got some pool noodles under your knees and your arms. And you're letting the water support you. And you're letting the cool, refreshing water just wash away any pressure you've been putting on yourself. If you can, breathe through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then just do some circles with the feet. And you're very welcome to stay there as long as you want. Thanking yourself for taking this time. You might want to just flip your cold compress around one more time so you've got the cool side against your face again. And then we're going to roll to the side. Stay on your side for a moment just to recalibrate yourself. And then you're slowly going to make yourself come all the way around. And before we finish, I want you to lengthen up through the back. Just uncross your cold compress one more time and just give yourself a nice little cooling little shower, a little flannel shower. You might go up and down your arms, just cooling yourself down. And then finally, we'll do this finally so we're not using a flannel that we've used on our feet on the rest of our body. You're just going to bring it around your feet and your ankles. Flip it over again. So you're always getting the cool side again. And there you go. I really hope that helped. Yes, I hope it cools down. To be honest, by the time I've done this, because I'm filming this on Wednesday, so by the time I publish it on Monday, it might not be as hot. Here's hoping. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I'll see you soon.